as a little bit of an extra, you mentioned your mom also played professional basketball overseas.
Yeah.
Can you tell us some details about that?
Well, okay, I'll say about my mother. Honestly, my mother, her name is Delmonica Dehorney Hawkins. Um, she went to the University of Arkansas.
Hmm.
She was the third person ever to get her jersey retired.
Oh wow.
Uh, yeah, so like her number was number 50. That's the reason why I wear the number 50 to just, carry on the family name and everything. Um, so like she graduated in 19 early 1990s. So during that time, the WNBA was definitely not around.
Yeah.
So the only option was for her to go overseas. So her first year, she went to Japan, and then like after that, she went to France, and then she was finished. She's like based on what she has told me, like she liked the basketball, but she just got very homesick.
Hmm.
Like she was just a very like I would say the difference between me and her. Like I enjoyed being overseas. I enjoy, meeting new people, trying new things. For her, like she was just like, yeah, this is too much. Like, like it is a cool place to visit, but like staying over for such and such a month, and especially it was back in the '90s where, we didn't have like Zoom or like WhatsApp, and like making a telephone call was like over thousands and thousands of dollars. So like I know like my mother would wrote letters to like her parents, and like my dad, like they still wrote letters. So she didn't really have a great time overseas, but she really, when I wanted to go overseas, she never really deterred me. I would say like my whole basketball career, like she really never deterred me. She really like I think one thing, and I really appreciated, she always wanted me to like find my own way. Like I would say she never really pushed me into playing basketball at all. Like she just wanted me to find it on her own, find the love on her own, because she wants to be like, if you want to do this, like it has to be genuine, which I really appreciated.
Yeah, one of the things in that era, of course, there was no professional, real, like advertised professional basketball league for women in the U.S. But on top of that, if you go overseas, you don't have the luxury of things like this platform to be able to talk and see your family while you're over there.
Or FaceTime,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. So
yeah. Like I remember, she did told me that like in 1996, her agent did talk about like having a chance to play in the WNBA. But by
mhm.
that time, like she already had like my older sister at that time, and she was already into like her career. And at that time, she was like, like it was like at a time like she felt like she already used as much basketball would give her pretty
Yeah,
much, as
and
she was kind of moving on her rest of her career.
yeah, and it's unfortunate timing. And there were a lot of women that were like that were very good in the late '80s, early '90s, went overseas or didn't play professional basketball at all. That were stars in Division One women's basketball in that era that just didn't end up being known or playing pro, but
Yeah.
they could have easily made a pro team and
Oh
possibly
yeah.
been a pretty high level basketball player in the WNBA.
Oh
But
yeah.
just because of timing, it just didn't work out.
Yeah, like I felt like if my mother played in this time, like she would be honestly one of the best big girls around. Because that's how like if like for y'all too, and like anybody else listening this, like to search up Delmonica Dehorney and see like the records that like she has even that still hasn't even been broken to this day. Like she played in the conference of the SWC, the Southwest Conference, and she never played in the Southeast Conference. And the Southeast Conference SEC still put her in the Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
That's how great. Like she had a chance to even play in the World Cup, but she missed the final cut. But who got it over her was another famous player, Lisa Leslie.
Oh, her.
So
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
yeah. So like she was definitely up in that level.
Wow, yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're listening to the pod, go and look her up and see what record book numbers she has available to her, and hopefully you'll be able to set some records in some leagues yourself.
Oh well, right now, like one thing I got a hold of her is like I played more. I played more because she only played like a year and a half overseas, and then like my dad, he played I think 2 years of football. So I already did 3 years. So and also I think another thing a joke I have is that one thing in college, like college field goal percentage, her field goal percentage in the season was like 60 something. Mine was 70. So I have like I have that to hang on a head.
Hello, and thanks for watching. Be sure to give the video a like, and you can watch more videos over here. You can also click subscribe over here so you're notified when we have new content here on Expat Hoops.